Good morning, good humans! Good morning, you cracking humans. It's Thursday morning here in Melbourne, and I'm just heading out to pick Rob up from the airport, Rob from Ride Magazine, and we're going to hang out. But now it is time to go get coffee. Yoo-hoo! And I got two because I got a long drive to the airport. Hi, legend.
All right, how are you?
Good. Get in.
I'm pretending that it's winter.
Oh, yeah? It's actually not that bad.
No, but you never know coming to Melbourne.
So what are you doing down here in Melbourne?
I was catching up with a few clients.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Got to
Just
do
doing-
that once the mag's done, you know.
Doing a bit of work.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rob and I are just heading to Total Rush now. I'm going to catch up with Dan and Amy, and just we're having a look at bikes. I'm sort of going down that path of exploring bikes for myself now that I'm in the market for a new bike. So see how we go. Do you ride any mountain bikes?
I don't. I'm trying to get the boss to give me a bit of a Christmas bonus. Hey,
Really?
Simon? Yeah.
We're standing in Total Rush at the moment. I've seen about 100 grand's worth of bikes that I want to buy right now. Rob, myself, Amy, we've just been hanging out, talking and looking at bikes. How good's it been?
It's like what you do, isn't it?
It's great when the sun's out.
I think that's what everyone expects that a cycling magazine publisher does every day.
I don't know if you guys have probably seen, well, you've seen both of these humans in my previous video. I interviewed Rob and Amy did a vlog takeover recently. Were you happy with the result?
I was. Yeah, it was just like a nice little video of my holiday.
The question is, are you going to start vlogging?
I don't know. We'll wait and see if I can make them. I'm not really good with commitment, so committing to Instagram posting once every day or so is enough for me at the moment.
Well, I'll try and talk her into it. She's actually quite good at it, believe it or not. But this is the Peter Sagan colours of the Specialised S-Works tarmac. I actually prefer the Venge. I reckon the Venge is sleeker. What do you guys think? So Rob, this is the Specialised S-Works tarmac. It's Peter Sagan's colours in the Peter Sagan theme. What do you think of this bike?
I think they're fantastic bikes, you know. And what I like about them is that it's the bike that the punter can ride. Actually, if you really boil it down, the punter can ride a better one than this, which seems ridiculous to be telling you. And most people understand that. People who know the cycling trade understand that there's limitations imposed on the rider when they're in the racing setup. So there's a 6.8 kilo limit for the bike. This one, if the punter was going to buy it, they could get it down under 6 kilos. You could spec different things, you could pull things out. As it is, the mechanics are adding ballast, which is ridiculous. There's a little bit of a change just recently. In fact, only in June this year, the UCI deemed that ballast could be included on accessories like the camera, which has got a mount at the front. And this is going to be a Tour de France where the riders are doing some of the camera work themselves. So that's going to be included in the 6.8 kilo now. It's just a new rule change. It's just sort of slipped through the UCI sort of regulations without much fanfare. But it is a big deal for the industry because up until this year, instead of adding let's say a sensor which is getting all the GPS data or the cameras or different things that are part of the bike, they used to just literally put in weights into the frame, and it's a bit silly.
Look, I just think it's absolutely crazy that a bike within the cycling industry, you can go buy a top of the line bike that one of the pros are using. If we were to compare this to Formula One or even local V8 cars in Australia, you couldn't afford that. The cars are just way out of most of our budgets. So I find it fascinating that you can purchase a bike, if not a better bike, that Peter Sagan's using in pro level.
Yeah, if you're doing the motor racing analogy, let's face it, there's a micro industry of people doing hot laps. You go out to the practice day for the V8s and you see a queue of people and they're running them through pretty quickly because it's a thrill to do a couple of laps in a race car. But you can do that by going into a shop, putting a bit of money down admittedly, speccing up a bike, and heading off and riding something that's even better than what they're racing in the Tour de France. It's pretty amazing. Specialized is one of the companies that have multiple teams. They have multiple, let's say, a bike menu for the riders, and the same applies for the customer. If you're going to spend a lot of time riding in the mountains, that's where you live, then you'd probably go for the tarmac. If you're going up and down Beach Road, then people are probably going to opt for the Venge.
No worries.
See you next time I'm down.
Yep.
See you, legends.
Peace out.
Thanks very much. Appreciate it.
Have a good weekend.
Let's go through this way. Oh, what a shop. This place is off the chart. Check it. It's got a cafe. Perfect bike shop if you ask me. So that was good, hey?
Yeah, well,
It was a good,
something different.
good to catch up with the guys and just hang out for a little while.
Yeah.
All right, Rob and I are just going to go get something to eat, and then we're potentially going to go get me a new bike, which is pretty exciting. It's not 100% yet, but
Bring me out there, we can do a quick intro.
Thank you. That was awesome. Japanese, man, they don't really Japanese isn't great for vegos/vegans, but nothing better than a bit of rice and some curry, and you've nailed it. So Rob and I are at Monza, which is one of Australia's biggest distributors for all the big name, big brand bikes, and we're just coming to basically check it out. I've never been here. Rob's been here before, but yeah, we're just going to check it out and have a look at the warehouse. It's a huge warehouse.
Now this is the prize bike that we've got. This is more or less the prize bike for the next issue and for the tour guide.
Yeah.
Super 6 Evo.
Yeah.
SRAM red. Missing
Yeah.
a battery, but you can replace it with this one if you want.
Yeah.
Wireless shifting.
Yeah.
Louis Garnou riding kit. Bell helmets. What am I missing? Lazine GPS.
Yep.
And either way, it's $16,500 worth of prize.
Yeah.
Bought to this by Monza.
And so you're
it's
giving this
fantastic.
away, one of these.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
So that's, you press that and you can shift, it shifts the gears up and down.
Exactly.
Unreal.
Yeah, so we've built a couple of bikes with the SRAM Red E-Tap,
Yep.
and I have to say it's pretty nice because so much of our build reports end up being about cable, and when there's no cables, it makes life a lot easier.
And that's the battery.
Exactly.
Unreal. So we're here with, this is Karen from Monza, and she's showing us around the warehouse.
Welcome to Monza Imports. To be
So
part of this.
what do you have to do to win it?
Subscribe to a good
Is that
magazine.
it?
That's it.
I'm subscribing, man. That's
Very
it.
easy entry. That's right.
Okay, just walked out of the meeting. It was about an hour and a half with Karen in Monza. Can't tell you what I talked about, unfortunately. It'll probably become clear a bit later. But it was a good meeting. She's a nice lady, massive warehouse. Have a look at the size of that, and that is full of all bike gear. So I just dropped Rob off at his hotel. We spent the whole day together. We went around and saw a few cycling crews, spent the whole day meeting up with people. And it was good catching up with Rob. He's a good bloke. So if you live in Australia, check out his magazine, Ride Magazine. It was the tour preview was released yesterday, and it's a pretty schmick looking magazine. I can't tell you why we were going around today. I can't tell you just yet, but you'll know soon enough. You'll know soon enough. So we did a few things today. We did a bit of a bike review on the Specialized S-Works tarmac, and and the Venge, and again, I can't tell you why, but hang in there and eventually you'll know. I'm going to try and do some exercise, man. I haven't trained for so long. I'm going to try and get on the bike. Okay, as you guys know, a company called Model Flight has supplied me with the Phantom 4 DJI Phantom 4 that I get all my drone footage with. But I think, in fact they have. They've sent me a new battery. So I was running on one battery, which lasts about 20 minutes. And it's just not enough to get some really good footage. So they've sent me another battery, I think. Let's have a look. Another battery. It is, it's pretty late. I've got home, as I said, I've got home from work. I'm holding one of Hannah's underwear. I just did the washing. I'm not a weirdo, I just did the washing, seriously. It's her undies. But, I'm gonna go out and do a Zwift trainer session on the bike. I've gotta lose some weight, I'm getting huge. Hannah's in here doing her, what is it, 28 days thing?
Yeah.
Check this out. Let's go, Han.
No, not this one.
Why not?
I'm not good at this one.
More focus on one leg bot with additional backs. Spread the weight evenly between both legs. Really focus on the back leg only and then pump out those reps.
All right, this will be my first Zwift session in, I reckon, 2 weeks, maybe. Yeah, about 2 weeks. Which is why I'm waiting for it to download. It's updating. Oh, I'm just doing a Zwift race, and it's pretty much my first ride back, and I'm in the herd house. I've been doing like 300 watts.
You can do it!